Hey guys, Tarek with Cyclone FPV. I'm actually doing a stream right now. It's going to be kind of different, but I promised some guys, let me get this off me. I promised some guys I'd be doing some CNC cuts for them for carbon fiber, right? And I've got some guys lined up ahead of time. These are our frames that we cut for people. Let me see if I can get a seat here. So these are frames that we're going to be cutting for people. Some of them are going to be our frames. Sorry, here I come. Let me see if I can do this better. There, that's going to be better. All right, some of these are going to be our frames. Right now, we're going to be cutting one of our custom frames, and it's a real honor for me to be able to do this. I love when we get to cut our frames, and one of the things that we changed, sorry, God darn it, there. One of the things that we changed was that our frames are now coming in limited quantity, meaning we're going to do a specific frame, we're going to modify it a little bit, and then it's going to be 100 cut, right? And after that 100, it's done. And then we'll do another one, maybe. I know you like that. So I got stuff all over the place. So anyways, here's how we're going to do this one, though. So I modified the Genesis, the XL7 frame. And what's up? So we're going to be doing the Genesis XL7, and this is going to one of the customers, a good customer of mine that ordered it. And I told him, hey, look, you ordered it. I want to cut it live. I want to do this. However, because it's live, it means that anything can go wrong, right? So this could be, what's up, Romeo? This could be crazy, okay? So by all means, you may see things fly off, you may see things, whatever. As long as you don't see me get killed and fall over, you don't have anything to worry about. But please know that when you do these things live, anything could happen, and so I keep that in mind. So please, I won't be watching the screen with you guys. I will be keeping my eye. You'll see on the camera here, because I've got it lined up like this. So this is what you're going to see. Let me see if I can get a picture here. So you're going to see something like this, right? So I'm getting ready to start this cut. This is 5mm carbon fiber, and the way we do our cuts here is, hey, what's up from Indonesia, man? Well, yeah, I know, but this is not going to be a long, that's the cool part about it is I'm going to section this Romeo into, we're going to do arms, and then I'm going to come back, and then I'll come back and we'll do the body, because each one of these is a new cut. I haven't fit them yet to make sure they're 100%. They should be. My tolerance is usually about 1/100 of a millimeter, so I think we're going to fall within that with no problem. And then we'll come back and do the frame, and we'll come back and do the different components, and then I'll group all these videos into one. But I can't do the full frame and full thing in one because I need to use all the cutters. But I want to show you something else, though, totally off topic. Our new, the new DJI smart controllers came in today. I'm really pumped about this because this is going to work with the FPV system, and these systems allow you to broadcast. So I'm going to do a whole video on this later. So right now we're going to do some arms. Hey, thanks, Matt. Well, I can tell you, I wish I could tell you it's prompt for everybody. Getting it out of here is one thing, but man, I tell you what, lately we've been seeing times take anywhere from 7 days to, I mean, I just had one take 3 weeks. And it should have been 3 days. It's so bad right now. And no, it's not just us. It's everybody. But I appreciate it, and we're trying. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a cut on the arms. Now the arms, here I'm going to give you a little explanation on how this is going to work. When you cut a regular arm, let me get one here. I'm just going to show you. Okay. So when you cut a regular carbon fiber arm, right, like one like this. Okay, this is one that we cut, right, and that's a 5mm thick arm. It's a strong ass arm, and it's for a 7-inch. It's for a 7-inch quad, okay? So when you cut it, the bits that we use can easily cut 5mm in one pass. What up to dinner time here? Man, I hear you. I'm hungry though. I'm hungry. I appreciate you, man. And I got my kids today, so that's why I want to go have dinner with them too. We're gonna do the arm cut. Everybody go do what you got to do. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do the frame and the other pieces and put it all together and see how this new version is gonna look. And again, we're limiting it to 100. So this customer of mine, he's gonna get number one. And it's just something cool. I kind of, I take pride in these things. So anyways, when you cut an arm like this, right, you can do it in one pass. I mean, the bits that we use are very strong, and the machines are very strong, so we can cut it in one pass. The problem is you have deflection, right? And I'm giving you I'm going to give a real quick lesson on this, right? Most of you probably already know this, but when you're cutting, right, and the machine's pulling, okay? So as the machine's pulling, if you're moving too fast, your bit starts turning or it starts angling, whatever, and you end up with this deflection. So you end up with kind of an odd. Now, most people won't ever notice it, but for me, I notice it because if I put it under a microscope, I can see where the layers can start separating, and you can start seeing some uneven spots, right? And so the biggest thing that we do is, while this is a one pass cut, we are going to be doing it in 7 passes, meaning I'm only going to go a millimeter at a time. So it's a cut, and then it's even, and then it's a cut, and then it's even, and it keeps going. Now, what that does is it delays the cut, right? It means that a cut takes a lot longer for us to cut a frame. But what it also does is it means that the frame that we make is really strong and that the layers are really secure, right? And then what I'll do after that is I'll go back and I'll hand sand it, hand finish it, buff it, and everything else is done by hand after that. And so then we seal them up and it's good to go. So what you're going to see right now is the first cut. I have no idea how this cut will go because I haven't cut one like this yet. So I'm hoping we don't do anything bad live, and it should be okay. But I've had pieces. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've got marks in the wall where pieces flew off, and this thing's going 26,000 RPM, and it grabs a piece of carbon fiber, and luckily it didn't hit me. So we're gonna put our mask on. Not that that's gonna stop a flying piece, but we're gonna see what happens. Now it is gonna get loud here, guys, so be careful. Turn your volume down. But you'll see it'll be a short video today for right now on a live cut, and you'll see how we do it. And all the videos, you'll be able to watch the progression of this one, okay? All right, so here goes. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to look like an idiot, and I probably won't read much of the comments here because I have to keep my eyes on the machine, but I will catch up with you guys if I miss anything. My CNC headshot cuts in turns. I missed it. Robert, what is that? I don't understand. Sorry, before I get started, my CNC cuts in turns out. Oh, I got you. I see what you're saying. Well, we're going to see what happens here. So, I mean, I've got this set the way I want it to be for this cut, but let's see what happens, okay? So, good luck to everybody, especially me. Let's hope nothing bad happens. And, yeah, let's just hope nothing bad happens. I hate this part. I love doing it, man, but when something goes whoppy-jawed, I don't like it. All right, and it's like I said, it's going to get loud. We've got the vacuum getting ready to kick on. The machine's getting ready to kick on. I am your father. Here we go. We're not going to have my face on here because there's no need to be watching me while I'm doing this. So let me give you a full screen. There you go. And right now it's only going to be 4 guys. I know. I agree with you, Matt. I know. I'll take idiot with good lungs any day. Idiot with good lungs right here. All right. So here we go. Let's get this started. I'm going to get this thing cranked up. Hold on 1 second. Woo! That's loud. Well, okay, so let's see. We are going to now go ahead and pull these up. Let me get this out of the way here. And let's see what we got. We're going to get the sander, get some alcohol. And let's see what we can do. Here we go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean these up, right? Now I'm trying to get all these cameras so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. So let me just kind of see if I can do it like this. Here, we'll do it like that. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to pull these up, and I'm going to get all the carbon fiber wiped off real quickly. All right, and then we'll see what we got here, okay? And going around with that pin, the main thing is to make sure, let me get the screwdriver, is that make sure I don't feel any bumps on the cuts. And all right, so we'll peel this off and you guys can see what we're working with. Let me see if I can get this, if I can find a spot here. I know. All right, so we'll peel this off now, okay? So once we take off the tape on both sides, we should have a pretty smooth piece. So we're going to see real quickly where we're at on how smooth this is. And you can usually tell by running your fingers across. So I'm going to see if I can get a better camera picture here. Sorry, I know I'm not doing very good on this. So let's see if I can turn this around. And there we go. So let's see if I can show you this way. Okay. So here is the camera, or here is the piece here that we're working with, right? And so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and just kind of run across it and make sure that you know, if you can look at the layers here and you can see where you're at, right? So if you look at this, getting a close up of this, if you had snags, it would take this cloth and you would see fibers coming off, and that's why I use these. These are little medical alcohol wipes, but they can fray pretty easily on this. So first we'll start with this, and then what I'll do is I'll go over and sand it real quick. Let me show you what the end result is going to be like. What did with mine is put a hair? Oh, I know. And what I did here was I put the vacuum system into it, but in our new shop it's different. In our new shop we have the 10-foot tables with all the industrial stuff. Just here, when I'm here, I can't. But all right. So what I'll do quickly is just go over this. Now these are going to be wet sanded, and then they'll be buffed and so forth. But I'm just going to go over just to see if I see any imperfections in the layers real quick, and I'll give you guys an example. I mean, I want to pull 2 arms off to show you what the new arms are going to look like, because this is an entirely new change up from what the Genesis had. All right. And then so it's a quick sanding now just to make sure that I can see the layers. And what I can do is I can go put it under the microscope and make sure the layers look good. But you can tell just by feeling it. If you were to look at the layers here, you don't see the separation that you see on like a quick cut, and that you don't feel the roughness, right? So that's one arm right there. And now it's got a lot more work to do to it. Like I said, we've got to wet sand it, seal it. But that's what you can. That's the first one. Now, my main thing is I want to make sure I've got to figure out how these pair, because this is different to me. So let me see where I'm at. Okay. Okay, I think these are going to be like so. All right, I'll take one more off here, and we'll see how these go, and then we'll pair them together when we get the frame cut. But I mean, it's at this point, this is step 1. I just kind of wanted to share it with you guys and show you what we were talking about, and then we'll come back tonight and do the rest. So give me a second here. Let me just peel these off. And there's actually all this carbon fiber has already been allocated for arms for different cuts, but I only wanted to do these because you guys having to watch all of these wouldn't be very fun, I guess, or very entertaining at all. So this is a quick sanding, again, just to make sure that I look at the layers. Okay. All right. Now, here's what we got. Okay. So these are the cuts. Now, my main thing is to make sure that these sit perfectly. They line up perfect. Now, obviously these 2 arms don't go together. These 2 arms are the same. But I can tell to make sure the cut is consistent, and the calipers will be out here. I'll bring the calipers out to make sure. But what I want to make sure of is that when I line these up, they should be able to reach from end to end and sit perfect. And they do. I mean, it's not a difficult cut. It's just one where, you got to be really accurate, because the idea, assuming this was the other side, the idea is when these get together, they're supposed to get together and then they lock in place to where they're not supposed to move. And so this was a new idea as opposed to the interlocking. Thought this would be a little bit cooler. So what you can expect is they're going to be kind of lined up when you look at the actual build, they're going to be kind of like this. The other side lines up like this, but it's inverted, and they lock in place. Okay, so that's the first cut. Rocky, you, as we said, these are yours. All these four. I'm going to put some serious time into this and making sure these come out perfect. And then we'll be back tonight. I'm going to go have some dinner with my kids, and we'll do these in sections, but it's going to be pretty sweet. So let me turn this around here and give you guys. Let's do this here. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so that's it. All right, sorry the cameras aren't set up properly, but it's going to be a pretty sweet build. It's super smooth. I mean, if I grab usually I'll take a Q-tip and I'll run it across, because those will usually they'll fiber out if you they'll leave little strands. But this is, if you look at it, and I know it's not the best camera to look at, but I mean, there's literally nothing. These layers cut really well. And that's the difference between 6 or 7 passes and just 1 pass, okay? So we'll be back with the rest of this. It's going to be an awesome build, guys, and we're going to do the whole stage, okay? So appreciate y'all, and we're going to do some more amazing frames. I got a lot of frames to do. I've got a lot of people that have asked for some frames. I'm going to do them for you guys, so we'll see you shortly, okay? God bless, guys. We'll see you soon. I'll be back live tonight with the rest of this build. Until then, you guys have fun with your family. Go have dinner, because it's going to be a long time. See ya. Peace.